My name is Duddy, set of builds and stuff. I did a harmony build the other day, what give you unlimited super. This is on level, if not probably better, guys. I'm talking about a Stormdancer build that will give you infinite supers. And when I used this, I sort of knew it would give you a decent amount of supers, but what surprised me the most was how much damage you get from this. Look at the state of that super gen. You do so much damage as well, which really surprised me. You can literally plow through enemies. Stormdancer's Brace paired up with the Iron Banner gear set. Guys, what an absolute joke this is. I cannot believe this and the Mantle of Harmony build that I did the other day with Well of Radiance are actually in the game. It makes the game so easy. Minus 50 conquests that are quite tricky to do. Feels like an absolute cakewalk. Not only are we going to be getting a load of super energy that does loads of damage, we're going to be featuring some artifact perks and weapons that give you insane super regen. So you're going to get over half your energy back from your super with the exotic and gear set, and then with weapons like Witherhoard and Horror's Least, we're going to be able to top our super up so fast. Just watch the super gains on this bottom left here, and this isn't even one of the better clips. All I'm simply doing is just throwing a Storm Grenade and a Witherhoard down there, and getting a few kills with a Pulse Grenade, and I'm getting loads of super energy, guys. Look at that, it's just ticking away nicely. Then you pop your super, and you're going to get over half your energy back. So stay with me, I'll break this video down. We'll start off with the exotic, the Stormdancer's Brace. Stormdancer hits and final blows increase the damage it deals, refunds super energy when it ends, while Stormdancer is equipped. Ability damage, while amplified, grants bolt charge. It increases Stormdancer's damage by a 6.7% stack, up to 200% extra damage, which is absolutely crazy. And it also says it refunds 30% of super energy based on a number of hits, so the maximum you can get is 30%. So I wanted to test it with and without the gear set. So, first of all, I wanted to test it against 7 enemies. The reason why I did like 6 or 7 enemies is because if you're in like a Grandmaster or something like that, you're not always going to get like a load of kills. So if you can get like 6 or 7 kills with just the Stormdancer's Brace active, I just wanted to check that. As you can see there, about a quarter back, about 30%, so not too bad. Add in the Iron Banner gear set. The 2-piece bonus gives you increased damage against miners, depending on what weapon stat, but the 4-piece says final blows while your super is active. It refunds super energy, and that doubles up, obviously, with the Stormdancer's Brace. So, against 7 enemies with the gear set on, and you're going to see quite a big difference. It's going to go over half, so you're getting practically half your super back just from like 6 or 7 enemies, which is really, really good. And like I said, I wanted to test that because in Grandmasters you're not always going to get a load of kills. Now I took the Iron Banner gear set off, and I wanted to sort of clear the room a little bit just to test just the Stormdancer's Brace on its own. So if you're getting multiple kills instead of just 6 or 7, you're going to get, again, 30%. So again, that's not too bad on its own. But if you're in a situation where you're going to get a load of kills, get the Iron Banner gear set on again, and you're going to see an absolutely massive difference. So it works whether you kill like 5 or 6 enemies, 6, 7 enemies, or a full room. You're going to get loads and loads of super energy. To me, that's quite important because I do run minus 50 stuff quite a lot. And again, look at that super gains with the Iron Banner gear set. What an absolute joke. Really, really good. Now to top up your super energy that you don't get back, Elemental Supercharger, absolutely nuts seasonal artifact perk, defeating exhausted or severed targets. Severed's quite important, we're going to go into that. So exhausted, overload weapons, it's going to grant you super energy. So things like Horror's Least, that's an overload weapon. There's loads I could feature, but I found these two really good. So Witherhoard, Horror's Least, these are both overloaded and work in conjunction together with each other. You've got Storm Grenade, Facet of Dominance for jolting as well. So basically, if you lob your Witherhoard down, get a few kills with your Horror's Least, or another area denial frame even, you're going to get loads of super energy. Obviously, you can imagine your Witherhoard's going to be doing damage, getting a few kills in the background. Your Horror's Least is going to be getting kills. Your Storm Grenade and your Jolt will also be working. And then just look at that super energy there, guys. Easy days. So, when you've got it all working together, again, I'm going to throw my Storm Grenade here. I had like 70% of my super. Maybe like 7 seconds later, I've got my full super. throw my Witherhoard in there or another area denial frame and get some kills with another overload weapon. Your Storm Grenade's going to be getting kills, jolting, and that's it. That's basically all you have to do. Really, really good. And then you can pop the goods, the best part of the video, pop in your super, Storm Trance, 200% extra damage. You literally go through these enemies like a knife through butter, guys. These are minus 50 enemies and it destroys Banes and things like that. Really, really good. Horde Shuttle is very important for this build because it states Threadlings sever targets, which will also proc your elemental supercharger when you kill severed or exhausted targets. So if you run Weaver's Call on your prismatic, you are going to summon a load of Threadlings, which will sever targets as well, and this also adds to the elemental supercharger. So pop your Rift down, get your kills, the enemies that are severed from your Threadlings, and that just all helps your super. Now, what I was really surprised with, I sort of knew how much super energy you was going to get back with the Iron Banner gear set, because I did a Mantle of Battle Harmony build the other day, but what I was really surprised with was how much damage you actually do with this super. It is an absolute joke. Like, these Banes here, them Stasis Banes, like, they're tanky. Taking them down with, like, a standard weapon, they are really tanky, but when you've got this Arc Super equipped, it literally absolutely destroys them. Purple shields, solar shields, champions, Banes, it just absolutely rinses them. And I've got a few clips to show you in a minute as well on how much damage it does against like bosses in Grandmasters and things like that. Really, really incredible. Like I said, very surprised. Now, this is going to sound very sort of stupid thing to say, but like, you can't actually die because you're going to be in your super 90% of the time. So you get loads of damage resistance when you're in your super, you're going to be killing everything. So if you're getting your super back like 15, 16 times, maybe even more in a conquest, like, how could you die? If you're going to be in there all the time, you only have to hide for a little bit, get your super topped up. Like here, I took a bit of damage. Like, all I'm going to do there is just chill, get my super. Maybe like 5-10 seconds later, I'm going to be back in my super again. So you can go down there with safety, clear everything out. So the survivability on the build is absolutely crazy because, like I said, you're going to be in your super most of the time. Now, I said I was surprised with the damage. Just look at this here, guys. Like, get a few kills in the right situation, get your stacks up, and tickle finger the boss, and it's going to absolutely rinse him. How good is that? It covers everything, this build. Really, really good. And even if you do, like, get a kill prior to doing damage to a boss, it still does nice damage. Like, it does over half his health here, guys, which to me is absolutely incredible. Really, really good. He's quite a tanky guy as well. And then again here, look, it's a tricky situation. You got Banes left, right, and centre, a few champions, and you just pop your super like crazy. Just watch my super gains here. I'm doing exactly what I said. Witherhoard, Storm Grenades, Horror's Least, and you got your super. Once you're in that super, you can literally clear out a full room. Tricky situation where you have to go and pick up these little triangle dunkers, get them dunked. Bane, there's a Bane Witch here on this left of stasis one, usually quite pretty tanky, and it just gets absolutely rinsed, guys. So that pretty much wraps up the video. I've got one more clip, but I'll leave my stats not absolutely perfect. I would like a little bit more grenade energy if I could, but that's fine. That's all you really need. There's my mods. I'll leave my seasonal artifact perk because there's some other stuff on there that gives you bolt charge and things like that, like flashover, dielectric, things like that. There's my fragments. I will also leave a dim link in the video description. But yeah, Mantle Battle Harmony build that I did the other day on the Solar Warlock with Well of Radiance. I'll leave that link as well. But by far, two of the strongest builds I've used for a very, very long time on a Warlock. Absolutely incredible. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.